Hi, boys and girls. We've been working on suffixes. Do you remember what suffixes are? Yes, suffixes are letters that come at the end of a word that change the meaning of the word. And there are lots of suffixes, but we've talked about 4 of them. We talked about S at the end of a word. That makes the word what? Plural, makes it mean more than one. We talked about the suffix es at the end of a word. That also makes the word plural. And do you remember when we use es instead of s? Remember I told you most of the time, if we want to make a word plural, we just add an s. But sometimes we have to add an es to make the word plural, to make it mean more than one. Do you remember when when we use es? If the word ends with what? If the word ends with a CH or an SH, or if it ends with a ZZ, or if it ends with an SS. If a word ends with any of these patterns and you want to make the word mean more than one, you want to make it plural, then you have to add ES. We also talked about the suffix ED. Remember, ED can make 3 different sounds. ED can make the sound T. Sometimes it says D. And sometimes it says id. So you could put ED at the end of a word. And when you put ED at the end of a word, it just means that, that it's happening in the past, right? But the ED sound that it makes, 3 different sounds. Sometimes it says T, D. Sometimes it says id. And then we also talked about this suffix, ing. Ing says ing, and when you put ing at the end of a word, it means that it's happening right now. You're doing that thing right now in the present. All right, let's take a look at some of these words. Let's find the suffixes and underline them. And then we're going to go from the left to the right. And we're going to blend the sounds together from the left to the right. You ready? So I want you to do it with me. Do you have your paper ready and your marker? All right, here we go. Remember, when there's a suffix on the word, all we do is underline the suffix. We don't mark our L blend or our vowel. We don't mark anything except for the underlining the suffix. Because if we cover up the suffix, that's our root word, our base word, but then there's a suffix added to it. All right, here we go, from left to right. Floss. So the root word is floss. Is flosses. And you see why that ES was put at the end of floss? Because what does floss have? Double S. All right, next word. Underline that S. Here we go from left to right. Trap. Traps. Traps. Good. Underline that ing. That's the suffix. Here we go. Jump. Jumping. Good job. Let's underline the suffix, the S, and let's figure out the word. Bath. Bath is the root word, but if you want to make that plural, then it's baths. Baths, and that's kind of hard to say. Let's look at the next one. Okay, underline the ing, and we've got that TH at the beginning. Think. Thinking. Thinking. Good. Underline the ing. Let's blend from the left to the right. Pre. There's our slide. Pre. Press. Pressing. Very good. Are you marking these with me? Are you reading them with me? If you're marking them and reading them with me, take a look over at me right now, wherever I am in the room, and give me a thumbs up. I'm going to be looking for that. All right, let's go down to the next row. All right, what do we see? We see an ES at the end. There's our suffix. And let's figure out what the root word is and then put the suffix at the end. Oh, this has a 3-letter blend. Sp, spl, spla, splash, splashes, splashes. Good. Here we go. ING at the end. Thump, thumping, thumping. Let's underline that ED. Remember, ED can make 3 sounds. All right, let's figure out this word. Thank, thank, thank. Let's try the T sound. Thanked, thanked. Okay, thanked her for the gift. Very good. Let's go to the next word. The next word has an ing at the end. Let's look at the word from left to right. Track, tracking, tracking. Very good. All right, the next word has an ed. Let's take a look at this word from left to right. Swell. The root word is swell, but we've got to put this ed at the end of it. Remember, ed can make 3 sounds. Swelled. It says duh. Swelled. Next one. Let's keep going. There's an es at the end. Here we go, from left to right. Cross. The root word is cross, and with the es, it's crosses. Very good. All right, let's go down to the next row. We're going to go a little faster. I'm going to underline the suffix, and we're going to just go right to the left side of the word and blend it. Swim, swims. Let's underline the ed. Lift, 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 lift. And I think that's going to say id. Lifted. Good. This word also has an ed. Smashed, smashed. Good. Let's keep going. Path, paths, paths. Very good. Glass, glasses. And the next word, underline the ing. There's our slide. Lift, lifting, lifting, lifting the boxes. And the next row, underline the s. And let's blend it. Mass, mask, masks, masks. Very good. Underline the s. Thing, things, things. Underline the ing suffix. Ooh, there's a QU in there. Here we go. Squish. There's our slide. Squish, squishing. All right, let's start from the left here. Ask, asks. That's kind of hard to say. Asks. Underline the ed. Melt, melt. And remember, ed can make 3 sounds. Since there's already a T there, I don't think it's going to say t. Melted, melted. It's going to say id. Melted, melted. The next word, underline the s. Let's blend it. Smells, smells. Underline the es. Here we go. There's our slide. Buzz, buzzes, buzzes. Plan, plant. There's our root word. Plant, plant. I think it's going to say id. Planted. By the way, anytime there's a T before the ed is going to say id. Planted. All right, let's underline the s. Cup, cups. Let's go to the next word. Underline the ed. Fill, fill. That's our root word. Fill, like you fill a cup. Filled. The ed says duh in that word. Filled. All right, let's go to the next word. Underline the es. There's our suffix. And let's blend it. Brushes, brushes. Next word, underline the s. Club, clubs. All right, boys and girls, this is the last row. Are you following along? Are you reading the words with me? All right, underline the s. There's your suffix, and let's blend that word. Map, maps. The next one, the suffix is an ed. Crack, cracked. What sound is that ed making? Cracked, cracked. Good. All right, let's go to the next word. Underline the S. And let's blend it. Grab, grabs, grabs. Next one, underline the ing. Here we go. Let's start over here with this M and let's blend. Meh, there's our slide. Melt, melting, melting. Okay, let's go. Let me move my paper here. Can't get it. Let's go to the next word. We see it has an ES at the end. Bus, buses. Good. And the last one has an ing. Let's blend the word and then add the suffix. Ready? Ask, asking, asking. All right, boys and girls. What I want you to do is to turn the video off and go back and practice reading these one time on your own. Very nice job.